Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this Big Monday edition of Roadrunner Basketball. Glad to be with you as Chaparral Roadrunners will be hosting the Reno County Sabres. At this moment, we're going to take a pause to just listen to our national anthem, directed by Mrs. Baker and the Chaparral Pep Band. Thank you, Ms. Baker, for that spectacular edition of the national anthem.
Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Reno County Sabres. Number 13, Smith. Now for Chaparral. Number 2, Connor Hostetler. Up next, for the Reno County Sabres. Number 22, Joshua Smith. For your Chaparral Roadrunners, number 3, Carter Hostetler. Up next, for the Reno County Sabres, number 30, Guthrie Buchanan. Now for your Chaparral, number 14, Jack Walker. For your Reno County Sabres, number 33, Lucas Asbury. For your Chaparral Roadrunners, number 15, Daxton Hostetler. For your Reno County Sabres, number 45, Bo Smith. For your Chaparral High School Roadrunners, number 24, Chase Struble. Instead of starting off with a tip-off, Sabres will start off with the ball because of technical foul for touching the rim during warm-up.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, after the great starting lineups there by one and only students, Daytona Meshach, outstanding job with bringing a little cowbell to that starting lineup introduction. For you guys keeping the book at home, for the Reno County Sabres, number 13, Smith, number 22, Schmidt, number 30, Guthrie, 33, Asbury, and number 45, Smith. For the runners, number 2, Hostetler, number 3, Hostetler, number 14, Walker, number 15, Hostetler, and number 24, Struble. So unfortunately, during the warm-ups, Chaparral Roadrunner touched the rim, so that will start the game off with a technical foul because that is illegal in high school game, as we are learning. And so to the line is number 45, Bo Smith. He will shoot 2 shots. And now the Sabres will get the ball. So it's been a minute since I've seen a start to the game like that. Join with me always, a man who is smarter now that he's been to multiple clinics. A man who loves a good sweater vest, father of 2 dogs, and a history professor, Coach Klubine. Glad that you're with us here as we get things kicked off and underway.
Yeah, excited to be here. Excited for a good one. Reno County, though Chaparral hasn't played them, we have seen them in the Roadrunner Classic in the past, so sort of familiar with some of these names. Should be a good one.
Yeah, looking forward to it being a good game. There's a nice find by Chase Struble to get to Daxton Hosteller. He pivoted around and wasn't able to get it to fall, and quickly back the other way is Guthrie for the Sabres. He gets it all the way to Smith. He drives down the middle of the lane and is going to go to the line for 2. So that foul was called on number 24, Chase Struble. It's his first personal foul, first team foul of the contest. Second one is up and good by Jet Smith. As Carter Hostetler now comes across, being guarded by Smith. Finds Daxton, gets into the high post to Jack Walker, but he lost the handle on that. Turnover back the other way to Joshua Schmidt. So Bo Smith handling the duties out there. He gets it to Jet Smith all the way to the corner. He finds Guthrie, cut off by Daxton Hostetler at the elbow. All the way over to big number 33, Asbury with the kick back out to Schmidt for the 3-point, and Reno County out to a quick 5-0 lead here to start the game. Struble down the corner, finds Carter Hostetler all the way down the block amongst the trees. He's able to get it out to Connor Hostetler. Can he respond? No, not quite, but good rebound there by Daxton Hostetler. Had that thing blocked, quickly outletted all the way up to 13. Smith, and we're going to get another foul.
That's a quick 2 on Struble.
Yeah, unfortunate for him. He really hustled to get back in some defensive position after that quick outlet off the rebound. And 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the first. He's going to have to sit for a minute with those 2 fouls. So Smith hits 1 and 2 again to build on that 5-point lead by 1. Daxton Hostetler in the near corner finds Daniel Schmidt up at the high post, quickly down to Connor Hostetler for the 3, and there we go, buried up, and now we got some points on the board for the Runners. As then just a aggressive inlet after that 3. As Reno County threw it out of bounds, a little discussion there. Since nobody touched the ball, they're going to inbounds it right back where it was, so that gives Chaparral in good position to run that blob play. Daxton Hostetler taking a little shot from the elbow. That one's missed. Rebound Sabres. Coming back the other way is Guthrie. High post into Ashbury. He gets that ball up. Wasn't able to get the ball as he's guarded by Walker. Second attempt is up and in.
Yeah, Chaparral's a little flat here early on, and as Hostetler takes that 3 and buries it, Carter buries one. He apparently heard what I said and didn't like it.
It was a good moment of the play caller and commentators jinx.
Yeah.
Down in the corner, 3-point shot missed off the mark there by Bo Smith. Rebound Chaparral. Here comes Carter Hostetler to get the offense. He's going to walk into another 3, and he goes back to back. As nobody picked up the ball, and he just walked into that 3-point just like he did the possession before. So after a flat start there, 3 3-pointers by Chaparral has them with a 9-8 lead here midway through the first quarter. Initial impressions, what you're seeing on defense on both teams?
A little flat for Chaparral defensively. Reno County does a pretty nice job swinging the ball side to side. They're trying to get angles set up. They want to play through Asbury, it looks like. And he's a big kid, but being guarded by Jack Walker at 6'5", 6'6" is, a tough task. But I mean, they have Asbury at 6'3". He honestly looks maybe an inch or two taller than that. I mean, he's got good size, and he scored over Walker that last possession. But I mean, it's tale as old as time. Coaches hate playing games on days they don't have school. It gets them out of their rhythm, and Chaparral didn't have school today, so it might take a little bit to get settled in.
Yes, Bo Smith gets all the way to the rim, up and in, as he just dribbled around a couple different Chaparral defenders to just take it to the hole. There's a good take there by Jack Walker on a quick entry pass. Chaparral to reclaim the lead.
That's a great job using the rim as protection from the defense. That was a smart move. Good finish by Walker.
So now another three-point in the corner, up and in by number 22, Joshua Schmidt. As now we get a little more back and forth action after that, coming out of that timeout. But that is a tough thing to think about for lots of people, as Connor Hostetler now pulls back to three. Just we are creatures of routine, and when the routine is broken, then sometimes energy is down and focus is down. But Chaparral so far after that timeout has come back with some good energy as Bo Smith gets all the way to the bucket. Maybe a travel, but wasn't called. Rebound Jack Walker quickly to Daniel Schmidt to Carter Hostetler all the way down in the corner. Back to Dallin Blair. He's going to dribble in the middle, tried his floater, but that was blocked by Asbury. As the Sabres now, and Schmidt comes back into it. Schmidt's going to try the bank, three-point, and apparently they are still accepting deposits at this hour of the night.
Yeah, Chaparral's been caught going for a few steals and then either slow on help or what, as Smith gets called for that reach in. But they're going for steals and then nobody's picking up the driver. If you want to play high pressure defense, that's fine, but your help has to stop the ball way earlier than getting into the paint.
So after that foul on Smith, Schmidt for Chaparral inbounds the ball to Greavy, who just checked into the game. Connor Hostetler with a long three. That one's just a little bit short. There's a good rebound by Greavy, and up and in. Tie ball game, 16 apiece.
Greavy got fouled by his own teammate on that shot. Blair was reaching for the ball, not knowing Greavy already had it. That's a good finish by Kale.
We get an illegal screen called as Bo Smith tried to dribble around. That foul's going to be called on Jet Smith, so he's picked up his second as well. As starter for each team has picked up 2 fouls in this first quarter, and that is all the fouls that have been called so far. Dallin Blair down in the corner, guarded by Guthrie, gets it all the way across. There's Daniel Schmidt in the opposite corner, back to Cale Greavy. He's going to pull up a three. That one's a little bit short. Rebound, fought for, and careened by Daxton Hostetler. And we get a foul. As Asbury just got his arm tangled up and just couldn't get out as Daxton Hostetler was securing that rebound.
I'm glad he didn't get hurt. That's a very compromising position to be in if you're Asbury.
Daxton will take that three. Rebound Asbury for the Sabres. As Smith comes to set things up for the Sabres. There's a three-point shot in the corner. That one's missed by Guthrie, and Schmidt will come back the other way. He finds Connor Hostetler down in the corner for Cale Greavy. Up and in. Great shot by him, catch and shoot. Give Chaparral 3-point lead. So after a flurry of buckets after that timeout midway through the first quarter, there's been a little bit of a stale on both teams until that moment. There's Bo Smith getting caught taking too many steps.
How much better has Cale Greavy been this season? You almost couldn't pay him to shoot. He used to just keep swinging the ball, but this year he has become an offensive weapon.
Well, you can see as a junior just his confidence blooming as he's getting more comfortable with how his body moves, and I'm sure he's getting stronger and more quick, and that's just paying off like crazy. There's some nifty moves as Asbury tries to get that ball up from Blair, but it's stripped out of his hands, no call. Connor Hosteller comes back the other way, gets it to Daxon Hosteller. He's going to dribble into the elbow, finds Daniel Schmidt clear down the corner. Little underhand scoop pass as they swing that all the way around to Cale Greavy. Blair down, finds Greavy in the corner. There's a skip to Connor Hosteller on the wing. Back to Blair. He's going to take his man off the dribble. Gets in. Nice job with the shot fake, but wasn't able to finish. Daxon Hosteller wasn't able to finish either. Then he traveled as he was trying to rip that ball away from a Reno County Sabre.
Yeah, Daxon got his feet tied up a little bit. I don't think he knew which foot was his pivot foot, so when you try and spin on both of them, that's not going to work real well. But I think Chaparral's established that they can crash the offensive glass, and they've got a few early offensive boards, and especially if Reno County's in a zone, you can clean up the paint.
Got through there, going against. He's looking for the spin as Asbury gets it. No call on that bump down by Blair as Asbury was able to get that shot up and in.
Asbury did a really nice job of just spinning and not drop stepping into the defender.
There's Greavy with another three in the corner. That shot's missed. Asbury with the board. Gets it to Guthrie, looking for the skip all the way. Oh, too late. As he found Kingsley streaking up the other side. But after the horn had blown, the end of one, Chaparral 19, Reno County Sabres 18. So glad you guys are with us, watching at home. Hope you're enjoying this Big Monday presentation from the Nest. Chaparral Roadrunners and the Reno County Sabres.
Now that first quarter went by fast. That was up and down. Not many fouls, like five total fouls between the two teams, and not a ton of dead ball turnovers either. That clock didn't stop a whole lot. But some hot shooting there to start for Chaparral. Made 3 threes in a row. They've kind of come back down to earth since then. Now, I think you want to emphasize getting the ball inside. They've had success with the dribble drive. Obviously, Walker's going to try and make himself available, posted up down there, and keep crashing the glass. They haven't converted a lot of second chance opportunities, but those will come. The law of averages is typically going to be in your favor the more second chance looks you get. So good start to this one.
Looks like everybody's starting just like they finished that first quarter. Carter Hosteller is guarded by Kingsley. There's Dallin Blair at the elbow. He kicks it back to Greavy. There's skip to Ty Hatzel. He's going to take a three-point shot. Stepped up and true to form. Nice shot by Hatzel.
Make your presence known just in the game. No better way to get up to game speed than knock down a shot.
Shot up by Kingsley. No good. Rebound Jack Walker for Chaparral. Carter Hosteller quickly back the other way. He's going to try to skip to Greavy. Back to Blair. There's a nice backdoor cut by Hatzel. Now he got himself caught, but was able to get it out to Carter Hosteller. Back out the wing, guarded by Kingsley. And Hatzel. Blair finds himself in the lane, but decides to skip it back out. Back to Blair, nice entry into Walker, but he took too many steps as he was trying to get around that defender and traveled before he got the ball down.
That was great ball movement for the travel, and also really good defense by Reno County. Fill and replace. It's going to be passes have to be crisp and on target against that defense.
So Guthrie got that ball caught up above his head and traveled with it. So turn right back over. Chaparral will have possession. Staying in the zone. They've extended that zone out just a little bit as they've tried to be more aggressive. Hands are all over the place. Making sure, trying to get those Roadrunner three-point shooters off the line. But Kilgreevy finds himself open. That shot's missed. Rebound Asbury for Sabres.
Sabres are trying to trap everything in the corners.
Washington now dribbles in. He finds himself up and open, but he missed his shot. Greavy back the other way for the Roadrunners. Quickly, he's going to go baseline. Has that thing cut off. Gets it to Carter Hosteller. Finds Hadsel. He's going to try another three-point shot. Up and in for Ty Hadsel. So he's had a couple good shots there as quick rotation from front side to back side by the Chaparral Roadrunners has done a good job beating that zone.
Yeah, Chaparral's already made 7 threes. They got 7 threes and 2 twos here to start this one, and that can happen against the zone, especially one that might trap in certain spots. If you can skip pass, which Chaparral's done a few times, and the biggest thing is these passes are on target. They're hitting shooters in a rhythm. They're not having to jump or get off their spot. They're catching it right on their spot, ready to go, and the defense didn't have time to close out on them.
So after this 30-second timeout, Chaparral's up 25-18. Chaparral has slowly just built on that 1-point lead at the quarter with a couple three-pointers by Ty Hadsel, but defense is playing well for both teams. So now Smith going against Hadsel, gets it across. Almost lost it there for a second, but looking for help. Now he's going to go back to his left. Had that ball almost knocked away by Hadsel. Tried to find Kingsley, but the net got in the way. It's Hosteller to Hadsel. Up and in. Great job. Connor Hosteller just skipped that all the way up to his brother Carter, who found a streaking Ty Hadsel up the opposite lane and was able to get that to fall.
That was beautifully executed.
As Kingsley's able to respond for the Sabres to get them back on the board to keep that lead at 7.
Sabres in man-to-man defense now. The Chaparral's kind of shot him out of that zone.
So Hadsel looking for the pick and roll. Tried to get it to Hosteller, but just on the line. When Daxton rolled, he was just caught up by the defender a little bit more than where that pass was leading him.
That's a good idea. Pass just a little inaccurate. But it's clear Chaparral has scouted this game as needing pressure defense as they are picking up 80 feet from the basket. And it's led to some breakdowns and layups, but it's also led to some turnovers.
Three-point shot up by Schmidt was all the way over the rim. Rebound Daniel Schmidt for Chaparral as Chase Struble now has it. Check back in with those 2 fouls. Jack Walker's going to work against Ashbury, but that shot was denied by him. And now a 3-point by Connor Hosteller. Rebound by Reno County Sabres, but as they tried that fast outlet, that was just denied and swatted back up and collected by the Chaparral Roadrunners. Daniel Schmidt now goes against Evans. Wasn't able to get the ball. There's Jack Walker playing tough basketball, but again, blocked by Ashbury as he's doing a great job playing defense on Walker and not fouling on those blocks.
Yeah, Ashbury does a great job of staying straight up and down.
And there, Jack Walker repaid that good defense with some good defense of his own, knocking that ball out of bounds.
Interesting. You don't see Chaparral stay with man at a baseline out of bounds very often.
So in a kaleidoscope of action right down there, it ends up getting batted, knocked out of bounds by Daxton Hostetler. There's a skip and entry into Schmidt. He waits and finds Guthrie. Bo Smith now lost the ball, and now Chaparral has it, but then Smith was right there to almost knock it out of bounds. And as Daxton Hostetler and Asbury were going for the ball, just got a little bit too much collision, so it's going to be a foul on Daxton Hostetler. That's his first personal foul. First team foul of this quarter on Chaparral. Then Connor Hostetler came behind to try to pick Schmidt's pockets, but picked up the foul, so that's going to be his first personal foul. Second foul on Chaparral.
It's clear that game Friday night left a bad taste in Chaparral's mouth as it snapped a 5-game winning streak, and their intensity and pressure is definitely picked up.
Now Kingsley was able to get to the rim and up and in for him. Chase Struble is going to set up for a three-point shot. That one's missed. Rebound Bo Smith. Looking back the other way is Kingsley. That shot's up and in for Reno County Sabre.
Announcers jinx again.
Yeah, for sure. My bad.
My bad, everybody.
Sorry about that. So 2:36, Chaparral takes a full timeout to get things settled back down on this little bit of a spurt here by Reno County to get this game within 3. 27-24. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, Reno County has picked up their pressure defensively. They've had a lot more success in switching to man, and it's not a soft man. They're extending the pressure as well, but it's also going to make it tougher to rebound, offensive rebound out of. And, those ball swinging and wide open three-point looks are going to be a little tougher to find. So Chaparral's probably going to want to get to their bread and butter pick and roll with Walker and Hostetler. And as that's been kind of a recipe for success against man-to-man the last few weeks.
So Connor Hostetler will get things set up, barking out commands, get his guys set up. As Jack Walker got himself posted up against Asbury, he's going to try to go in. There's a nice look from him. Wasn't able to get the ball, but Daxton Hostetler is right there for the rebound. He got knocked off his spot, but no call. And we get a jump ball. It's going to go to Reno County. So both Jack Walker and Daxton Hostetler had a clean look, but weren't able to get it to drop.
Again, Asbury's just affecting shots down there, and he's doing it cleanly. And that's a skill for a big man. You don't have to block every shot, but if you can make every shot difficult, then you'll have success.
Guthrie dribbles around, finds Smith. Back to Asbury, over to Kingsley. He's going to drive in. Ooh, smooth move. Wasn't able to get it to go, but then we're going to get a jump ball that is going to go to Chaparral. I think everybody kind of held their breath there, waiting to see what the foul was going to be. But the official had a much better vantage point than us.
Yeah, I could see a foul on going either way, but for a jump ball, that's pretty quick trigger. It didn't seem like there was a whole lot of shared possession for very long. But again, yeah, we're up in the nest.
Now Greavy's now going to dribble in. Tries to get that shot up, but it was blocked, knocked away by Schmidt.
I think Greavy was kind of expecting Walker to be open on the roll, and when he wasn't, he got caught up in the air.
Yeah, wasn't as decisive as some of his other shots that went through. Smith's going to dribble in, gets himself all the way in and up for the 2-point layup. So they've shaved this 6-point lead down, or 7-point lead down to 1 here with a minute 10 to go. Dallin Blair tried to get that ball entered into Jack Walker, but just wasn't able to find the connection. Greavy just guarding, pressing the issue. There's Smith, finds Kingsley. He's going to skip it all the way back out to Schmidt for the 3-point shot, and he drills it with 40 seconds to go. Gives Reno County the lead since first quarter, 29-27.
Schmidt's got 3 threes, and I'm pretty sure they've all come from that exact same spot on the floor.
There's the entry into Walker. Now he's going to go take another shot. That one's missed. We get a foul on the floor. Is that going to be on the Sabres? That is going to be on the Sabres. They're going to call that on Brecken Guthrie, his first personal foul, first team foul of the half, or this quarter. Jack Walker with a big take. Quick entry back the other way, as now it comes back to Jack Walker, and he's able to finish it that time. Way more aggressive take. And that ball was just knocked out of bounds as Blair was able to knock it out of Kingsley's hands.
Chaparral almost got caught sleeping on that. You'd hate to give up a buzzer-beating bucket under the basket on a full court inbounds, but good recovery by Blair.
So let's see what kind of catch-and-shoot action they can get with 1.4 to go. There's it in the corner. Schmidt at the buzzer, and found the rim, but nothing else. So we've reached halftime. And we're all squared up, just like we started. Just a few more points, but still a tie ball game, 29 up. So some good action here in the first quarter. Had some good runs by both teams. Chaparral had a nice 7-point lead there, midway to waning part of that second quarter. And the Sabres were able to mount a pretty quick comeback with some up-tempo fast breaks and some timely threes to get themselves all the way back in this game.
Yeah, Chaparral got off to a hot start there, and credit to Reno County. Once they switched out of that zone and trap into that man-to-man, it's been a totally different ball game.
So we'll see what kind of adjustments both teams make coming out of the half with 9 minutes to go. We're going to step away and take a break and wet our whistles. And, hey, don't forget some great concession stand food. So shout out to Mrs. Love and all the people that help make that place amazing. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Our whistles have been wetted. The popcorn was delicious. And the basketball games are actually minimum as we were scrolling to try to give you some big Monday scores from around the nation, but it actually turned into be a minuscule Monday, as my co-partner said. So glad you guys are with us. This is probably the best ball game to be watching. And it comes to you live, courtesy of Runner Nation and the CHS Tech Department. So the Reno County Sabres, tied with the Chaparral Roadrunners, will inbound the ball as we get ready for awesome third quarter action. Jack Walker with the steal off that shot down into the corner, that pass down into the corner, and just out of bounds.
Yeah, Walker read that pin down screen, jumped that pass. Dribble weave into a little pin down. It's a nice set, but good eyes by Walker. And Chaparral looks like they're into 2-3 right now.
Down to the corner, there's Schmidt for the three-point shot, and he picked up where he left off in that second quarter, first half, as he hit one to get the scoring started.
This is 4-3. He's got 15 points so far.
Connor Hosteller finds Daxon Hosteller underneath. He's able to get that up and in. Good job muscling that one up. Schmidt's going to try again. That one was missed, but there was Smith for Reno County to get that inbounds again. Asbury just was able to hit that elbow shot just like Grandpa envisioned with no jump shot. Rebound good by Jack Walker, but that was blocked and denied by a pair of Sabres. Quickly back the other way as Guthrie goes flying in, and they're going to get him for a charge as Connor Hosteller was in great position to get him woed up.
Yeah, it's a 50-50 call. Seems like Hosteller hadn't gotten the benefit of many of those calls. Luckily he did there. That was great hustle getting back. Chaparral was not in a very good position as a team to defend that, so that was an all or nothing take.
That was Guthrie's second as Walker kicks it all the way across to Carter Hosteller, guarded by Smith. Daxon Hosteller now up at the top, finds Jack Walker looking for the cutter. He's going to take that long free throw and hits it.
Both big men showing they can hit that 15 to 20 foot jumper.
Got some range. Smith down in the corner. He kicks it around from Smith to Guthrie. Now back to Bo Smith. He's going to dribble with his left hand and right hand. Oh, finds Guthrie underneath the defense. Ball is scrapped for, rebound, no, jump ball. It's going to go to Chaparral. So both teams doing a great job. If the rebounder brings that ball down, there is hands right there to get in the action and get in the game. Daxon Hosteller is trying to dribble around Guthrie. He finds Carter Hosteller. Now he tries to come to around Guthrie, but Guthrie's quickness is able to do as well as anything. Chase Struble kicks it quickly to Connor Hosteller. Rebound, Reno County. Quickly back the other way to Guthrie. Missed. Rebound, Jack Walker. As he just slid through as the defense was getting set up and nobody found him. Daxon Hosteller now in the corner for a three. Splash City for Daxon Hosteller. He's good for about one or two of those a game.
Now Chaparral needs a matchup. They've gotten beat behind them a few times here, just kind of lackadaisical.
Bo Smith ended up underneath the trees and got that shot up. And official timeout as the net was caught.
I know that's a rule, but I've never seen that make a difference.
That would be one stiff net to knock the ball out, wouldn't it?
It'd be real caught.
Who put the extra starch in that thing?
Yeah. We need to bring back the chain nets.
Yeah.
From Rucker Park.
We'd have to make sure and have a cleanup crew for all the blood on the floor then, too.
Yeah.
Connor Hosteller, deep three on target, but missed. Rebound Jack Walker, but had it stripped and stolen as Schmidt took that away. But then there's Daxton Hosteller to pay it back as he intercepted the ball. Connor Hosteller with another three, and there we go again. Splash City. The net didn't stick.
Connor is such a confident shooter. It doesn't matter if he's made 10 in a row or missed 10 in a row. If he gets an open look, he is going to take it. And yeah, he's been coached that way, and you know he's got so much confidence in that shot that just when you need it, he can deliver.
So official timeout for a shoe tie as Smith comes back. He gets it to Jet Smith. He finds the cutting Asbury, but then he just kicked that out of bounds off his leg as Dallin Blair was able to get his hands on it.
That was a good job by Blair letting Asbury dribble himself into some trouble.
Hatzel find Carter Hosteller. Now Daxton Hosteller on the wing. Back to Carter Hosteller on the top. There's Greavy clear down in the corner. He gets it to Hatzel up top. He dribbles into his left, tries to pick and roll. But there was Bo Smith to take that away from Dallin Blair.
Reno County's done such a good job defending the pick and roll. Their help defender goes straight to the roll, and that was the first time they've been far enough away that Chaparral still threw the pass, but usually they cover him up from the moment the big man rolls. So they've clearly scouted that and defended it well.
Now Smith tried to get that through all three Chaparral Roadrunners, but it was off a foot, so they'll call a kick on that. It'll stay with Reno County. Now we get a ball and a whistle on the floor. That's going to be called on number 13. That's on foul on Dallin Blair. So it'll be his first personal foul. Team foul number 1 for Chaparral. So maybe, do I dare say the cleanest game that Dallin Blair has played so far in 3 quarters.
First foul in the third quarter, that might be a career best.
He's doing well. Usually uber aggressive defender that will pick up 1 a quarter pretty easily.
Yeah, he's kind of the last line of defense in the paint, so he gets a lot of offensive players going through his chest.
So Kingsley up at the top, finds Jet Smith, gets it to Bo Smith. Back out to Washington, Kingsley. Good defense here by Chaparral, found the backside, and then we get a foul on the shot. So Kingsley's going to go to the line for 2. Who's that foul going to be on? That foul's going to be on number 3. Carter Hosteller. His first personal foul, team foul number 2 on Chaparral. 2:09 to go in the third. Rolled all over the rim, but out. And 1 more for Kingsley. Up and in. So 4-point ball game, Chaparral. Ty Hatzel comes back the other way. Crossed half court between his legs, guarded by Bo Smith. Waiting for some movement by the offense. Cale Greavy gets it down to Jack Walker. He's going to go against Jet Smith, and then we get a foul. foul's going to be on 45, Bo Smith.
Smith on the foul, his first.
It's just his first personal foul, team foul number 2 on Reno County. Turned to pivot. It was Jack Walker, and just Bo Smith was right there and just knocked him with his hip. Down Blair up at the point, looking for the cutter. Now he finds Jack Walker all by himself. He's going to go to work. Nice little baby hook. Wasn't able to get it to go. Rebound Asbury for Reno County. Quickly back the other way is Evans. Jack Walker ended up on the deck.
Blew a tire.
Yeah. Now Evans is going to dribble in. Bounce pass to Washington, but right through his legs and out of bounds. Cale Greavy will bring it across, get things set up. There's Jack Walker, nice spin move, reverse layup, nice take, very quick. Uses athleticism there and his quickness to get around. Washington back the other way, that was mugged. And he'll go to the line for 2. That foul's gonna be called on number 13, down Blair.
Blair had some pin-up aggression. He hadn't used his fouls yet, so he wanted to make sure he got all of that one. And
he got at least one that was worth its money.
Yeah. But man, what a drop step baseline move by Walker at the other end. That was so quick and explosive.
Yeah, that
kind of lulled Asbury to sleep and then spun out of it like a Tasmanian devil. That was a beautiful move.
That was great. Agreed, as Washington hit both free throws. Ty Hatzel has it there on the wing, trying to see if he can get it to Walker again. He does. He's just going to step back through. Step up, pull up. And now he's finding a little bit of confidence on those last 2 possessions. Bo Smith now, if he can get things started. Kingsley now to Guthrie. The zone is causing them some trouble. Down in the corner to Kingsley. Skip all the way to Schmidt, wide open. 3-point shot off the mark. Rebound to Guthrie. Just one extra pass that fell into Cale Greavy's hands. 20 seconds to go. Walker tipped it up off the lob from Ty Hatzel and got that to go. Smith went diving through the lane and slid. He got tied up with Ty Hatzel on that take. That's his first personal foul. They're going to call that on the floor.
Jack Walker might be the first player I've seen score with his knuckles. I don't know how that ball went in. As Blair is called for another foul. Man, the announcer's jinx has never been stronger than it is tonight.
We apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Good or bad, I guess.
Just stop making observations.
Just call the game and quit giving insight.
Just shut up and call it.
Daniel Schmidt quickly in after that free throw by Jet Smith. Connor Hostetler is going to get a shot up there at the buzzer. That is well off the mark as he was guarded intently by Jet Smith. So at the end of 3, Chaparral 45, Reno County 38. So a nice 7-point lead here for the Runners. And hopefully they can continue to hang on with this. Had some good moments where we've seen some good stuff from the Chaparral Roadrunners, and Reno County just continues to hang around and make some tough, gritty plays as we enter this fourth quarter. Give a shout out to Ms. Baker and the Chaparral Pep Band for all the great work that they do, bringing a little bit of lively cheer, some new songs, and great atmosphere. Also to the Chaparral cheerleaders, always yelling loud and strong for the home team.
The Chaparral with a good defensive quarter, holding Reno County to 9 points. They've been cleaning up the glass really well that third quarter too. More intent on box outs, and clearly trying to play through Walker there, get him established, as he put up 8 that quarter, possibly 10. But it's been tough. Asbury has made it challenging for him, and Walker's found ways to contribute.
Now Bo Smith up at the top, guarded by Daniel Schmidt. He's going to dribble to his right, hesitation, now gets himself all the way to the lane. And a charge on him, as Connor Hosteller has gotten 2 of those tonight. So Bo Smith will pick up his second personal foul. He thought he had a clear lane to the bucket. Now Connor Hosteller will come to his right. He's going to try to get into the lane, but that one was denied, and it trickled back out to him in the corner. There's Jack Walker down deep. He finds Daniel Schmidt in the corner. He's going to sky up and hits the ground hard. There was a foul, so he'll go to the line for 2.
It's good to see Schmidt get right back up, because he hit the deck hard. That was a hard fall, but he's a football player. He's no stranger to contact.
That's right. That foul was on Asbury. That's his second, as Daniel Schmidt hits the first of 2. Make that 2 for 2. Asbury going to go to work on Walker. Kick out to Guthrie. Guthrie for 3. Off the mark, rebound. Schmidt, he wasn't able to get that to go, but then we got a foul. Now he'll go to the line for 2. We're going to call that foul number 4, Ty Hatzel. That's his second personal foul. Team foul number 1 for Chaparral.
Yeah, Hatzel got caught in a tough position. Schmidt kept him on his back.
Tie up there between Walker and Smith, but ball still Chaparral. Ty Hatzel's in charge of the point duties here. Swing it all the way to Connor Hostel in the corner. Back to Daniel Schmidt up at the top. Bounces to Jack Walker on the wing. He has that knocked off, but it was able to get to Daniel Schmidt. Now everybody left him, and on the open baseline jumper was good. Chaparral has built that lead to 11 here early in the fourth quarter. Smith out in the corner, guarded by Schmidt. He tries to go baseline, then back out to Jet Smith. He has that ball kicked as Connor Hosteller was jumping to try to deflect that, but deflected with his toe. So Bo Smith to Jet Smith, guarded by Chase Struble, man-to-man here. A little switch up again. There's a three-point shot up and good by Schmidt.
Yeah, they've got to get Schmidt marked. He went a little cold there in the third quarter, but you do not want to let him heat back up again.
Oh, nice crossover by Connor Hosteller, but got in the trees. And just knocked out of bounds off of a Sabre.
I think Hosteller took that a step too deep. I think he could have had a little 8 to 10 foot floater, but got a little greedy and in amongst the trees.
Nice strong move there from Jack Walker as he was going over Jet Smith. You get a whistle away from the ball. That's going to be on number 14, Jack Walker. Just his first personal foul, so he'll go to the bench to take just a little bit of a break because he's been fighting hard down low this
Yeah, that's been
fourth
big.
quarter.
He's stayed out of foul trouble, which can be a problem for him at times. As Smith gets that one to go.
Daxton Hosteller quickly back the other way for Chaparral. Chase Struble down on the corner. He finds Daniel Schmidt. He gets his man up. Reverse layup was blocked. Rebound Guthrie for the Sabres. He comes back all the way, gets to Asbury. He gets knocked off his spot for a second, ends up with the ball. He's going to go up against Daxton Hosteller. And then has that off the mark, and Guthrie has it swatted out of bounds by Chase Struble. Three-point shot by Jet Smith was off the mark, but rebound Reno County. We'll get another crack at it. Oh, good ball movement there by Reno County as Jet Smith was able to hit it that second time. Reno County's not going away quietly. Daxton Hosteller tries to get Smith off of him a little bit. Daniel Schmidt throws that ball away quickly to Guthrie on the run out, missed. And then the foul on Daxton Hosteller is Jet Smith was there to clean up the rebound, so he'll go to the line for two. The foul on Daxton is his second. Team foul number 3 for Chaparral. As he hit them both. And we got a 3-point ball game, ladies and gentlemen. 51-48, 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Connor Hosteller, deep logo three, just short. Rebound Smith for the Sabres. And Guthrie back quickly guarding against Connor Hosteller, and they're going to get it tied up, maybe. I believe that's what they called. Oh no, they called that foul on Daxton Hosteller, his third personal foul.
Yeah, Dax was reaching from behind, which is unfortunate because I think Connor was in a good spot to get a tie up.
Bo Smith gets it to Kingsley. There's the high post. Skip it all the way over to Jet Smith. He's going to take Jack Walker. There's a reverse layup with the rim to guard it.
Yeah, Walker kind of gave him baseline like he was expecting help side defense, and it wasn't there.
We get a foul on the floor. That foul's going to be on 13, Jet Smith. That's his third personal foul. Also, as Asbury checks back in.
Anytime Chaparral looks to pull away, Reno County comes right back. I think this lead got up to 9 and maybe 11, and Reno County's got it down to 1.
Chase Struble going to dribble into his left. He tries to kick that ball back out to Carter Hosteller, who faded into the corner, but knocked out of bounds. So staying with Chaparral. as Carter Hosteller catches it all the way in the backcourt. 3 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Jack Walker in the short corner, guarded by Ashbury. He's trying to get inside the lane. He's able to get there. He's going to power his way up and in. So good job being confident in that take and not getting himself sped up.
You feel like Walker hasn't had maybe his best game, but then you look down and he's got 16. Shows you what kind of player he is.
Connor Hosteller on the rebound. Chase Struble now, he's going to dribble baseline with a little floater. That one's missed. And we get a jump ball. It's both Chaparral player and Reno County Sabre came off that rebound, and both of them were out of bounds. And Jet Smith just took Chase Struble and Connor Hosteller to the bucket and got a foul. So he'll go to the line for 2. They're going to give that foul on Connor Hosteller. It's his second. Team foul number 5 for Chaparral. So any fouls here from here on out, this 2 minutes and 23 seconds, Reno County will be shooting free throws. So after that free throw made by Smith, pull this within a 2-point ball game. We get a full timeout by Reno County.
Yeah, Reno County's gone back in it through their defense. Chaparral's kind of rushed some things, some sloppy play, turnovers, and then maybe some questionable early shots. Now, you don't need to sit on the ball and just eat the clock, but when you have a lead, you know, you can afford to be patient, afford to be picky in the looks you take, and you don't have to force things. And Chaparral they've played this whole game fast-paced, trying to get out and run in the open court, so I understand how it can be difficult to kind of dial it down and, you know, drop it into a lower gear. That can be a challenge, but it has led to Reno County getting some runouts and extra possessions here to trim this down.
Yeah, and at the same time, Reno County, with only 3 team fouls in the fourth quarter here, does have the ability to be maybe a little bit more aggressive, knowing that they got a couple fouls to give before Chaparral will go to the line. So we'll see how this plays out. This final 2 minutes and 23 seconds.
Well, and they can be plenty aggressive offensively, knowing Chaparral has 5 fouls. So Chaparral's got to play smart. You don't want to put them at the line. And, you know, Reno County's definitely going to be looking for contact, any dribble drive.
They tried to come up with a trap off the inbounds, but Carter Hosteller was able to navigate that easily. Now Connor's going to dribble in, kicks it to Jack Walker, and there's wide open Dallin Blair. Just got lost in the traffic. Schmidt comes back now. Jet Smith took that 3-point shot in the corner. You get a timeout.
It was a great find by Walker and a really savvy cut by Blair. Again, you don't want to rush things, but you won't pass that look up either. That's exactly what you want while, you know, the Sabres are trying to scramble and play pressure defense. You know, people forget about cutters in the backside in those situations.
So Chaparral inbounds the ball coming out of this timeout. Looks like Reno County is going to come up with a little full court pressure. See how Roadrunners handle this. Ty Hatzel's able to break that double team and get across half court, so good job by him. So patient there by Connor Hostetler. Finds Daxton in the corner, looking to try to get into Jack Walker, but nothing there. He was guarded by Asbury very well. Now Connor Hostetler down in the corner.
See, this is good. They're still running an offense. Like, they're screening, they're cutting. This isn't like four corners and let a mistake happen. There's offense being run.
Just being patient. Almost got the cut there by Bo Smith. And then you get a foul on the reach. Did you get that foul on Jet Smith? That's his fourth personal foul. Minute 08 to go. Now we get another foul. That foul was on Guthrie. It's his third personal foul. So those two fouls that they had to give are now, we've reached the penalty. Carter Hostel will go to line for two with a minute 05 to go. As he hits the first.
Yeah, this is the guy you want at the line if you're Chaparral. Carter's easily the most consistent free throw shooter the Runners have. No announcer's jinx that time.
You were testing the waters.
I was waiting. I was going to take my headset off if he missed that. So thank you, Carter.
So Carter Hostel is going to make Smith take a little bit more time with a little bit of full court pressure. Smith gets all the way line, but then Dallin Blair with the strip.
Great hands.
What a play. Very timely. We get a timeout by Chaparral.
Yeah, smart timeout there by Coach Hosteller. Didn't want to let the defense get that trap set in the very corner. It's clear that that's what Sabres are going to do here. They want to press the ball into the corners and jump on a potential trap. But Coach Hosteller's kept his timeouts for that exact situation. They still got two left. Right now he's telling them stay out of the corners, be strong with the ball. No contact is coming, and, don't force anything.
So Chaparral coming out of this timeout. See how we can get the ball in. Probably expecting that immediate foul. Kings is there jumping all over the place. Gets that into Carter Hosteller, but knocked out of bounds as Guthrie went slamming into the bench.
Is Smith split through that double team, that screen?
There's a good tall Jack Walker to get the ball. Now Connor Hosteller has it. Gets it kicked down to Cale Greavy, but we got a foul. And so he'll go to the line for two. That foul's on number 5, Kobe Washington, just his first personal foul. As Connor Hosteller walks to the line and hits that first free throw. Connor hits them both. Get back up by 8. Now Guthrie's going to dribble all the way to the baseline. Gets to Ashbury, but he's going to get that ball almost stolen away. There's Schmidt to Smith. He's going to dribble in, but traveled first as he had the lane. It just took too many steps there. 30 to go. Daxon Hostetler gets it. Now he's just going to dribble through after he had it almost stolen for a second. Gets it to Carter Hostetler, and then the foul.
Smith on the foul, his third.
So that foul was called on Bo Smith. That's his third personal foul. 22 seconds to go. Daxon Hostetler will go to the line and see if he can extend this lead. He does with that first shot.
Now defensively, Chaparral just needs to defend the three-point line. You're okay giving up a 2. Defend the three-point line and don't foul.
Chase Struble checking in for the Roadrunners.
22 to go, up by 10. Guthrie now drives in, dumps it to Ashbury. That's good, what you were just talking about, Coach. And then we get a quick timeout with 10 seconds. So that 2-point conversion, while good, took 10 seconds off the clock. So that's not a fast enough shot for Reno County.
Yeah, you'll trade 2s. It's, you know, the lead at 10 like it was, and even now 8. You know, if it's under 40 seconds, there's really no concern about trading 2s as long as you protect the ball in the inbounds and force them to foul you. Which so far, Chaparral's been pretty good protecting the ball here with this extended pressure.
As far as I know, they don't have any Reggie Millers sitting on their bench that are ready to come back in and give the choke sign to Spike Lee.
Winning time.
Winning time. So thank you guys so much for being with us tonight on this minuscule Monday. Not a lot of basketball, but we do have some exciting ball here in front of us. As Chaparral up by 8, 10.5 seconds to go. Chase Struble gets it into Connor Hostetler. He's able to dribble past everybody and just run out layup to Jack Walker. And the loft at the buzzer. No shot. No go. And there we go. We've reached the end of 4. Great job, Chaparral Roadrunners up by 10. And that was the final score, 63 to 53. So a tight game. The foul shooting there by the Roadrunners really helped extend things out there at the end, but it was a tough battle for most of the game, as every time you thought Chaparral would maybe pull away with this, the Reno County Sabres would come roaring back and make this a tight ball game, and Chaparral really earned it down the stretch with some good, gritty defense and some streaky shooting by everybody. And I say streaky, and I mean some key shooting at times when we needed some players to make plays, and they made plays. So it was great to have that for those Roadrunners. Any parting comments, Coach?
Yeah, great action. Joshua Schmidt for the Sabres led all scorers with 18, and 15 of those came in the first half. Chaparral did a much better job closing out on him in the second half. He had the 1-3. For the Roadrunners, they were led in scoring by Jack Walker with 17, and he was kind of the opposite. Took a little bit to get going, but was a force there in that second half. And like you said, protected the ball much better in the second half, executed offensively, getting the ball down in the post, and then making their free throws. That's almost always the difference in these close games. So good for the Runners to get back on the horse and get another one back in the left-hand column.
I always love those tallies on the left-hand side. So great job, ladies and gentlemen. If you were paying attention, be back tomorrow night on Tuesday for a terrific lineup, as Chaparral will be hosting another pair of basketball games. We got men and women full slate for you tomorrow, so be back with us at 6 o'clock for the girls varsity game and the boys varsity game following that. So we'll leave you as always in a world where we can be anything. Let's choose to be kind. Have a great night, travel home safe, and